Okay, now I'm going to have to relay with 2 eggs. This is going to be the hard part because these eggs have a real thin shell. This is the way your mother told me not to do it. Well, this one doesn't. That's why I mix it here. Wiping your hands. All right, and then I add the dry ingredients. When I made these with Aunt Denise, she didn't want to do it till, that's a new, she didn't want to do it until later, and I thought, I'm not going to waste the whole morning. What I try to do when I see big lumps of Crisco, I just sort of mash it, but I don't want to mix it too much. And when you make your pumpkin cookies, make sure you get pumpkin, not pumpkin with spices for pies. There's 2 different kinds, which you probably know. Somebody bought one time with the
spices.
Yeah. Most of my friends don't make triple batches. But if you get a smaller can of pumpkin, it doesn't have 2 cups, where you could just make a double batch. I have skimped on it once and only put a 1.5 cups in. But I don't like to do that with the pumpkin. I always made pumpkin cookies when I worked at Penna because everybody loved them, and when it got to be September, my boss would say, "Isn't it time for pumpkin cookies?" And I'd say, "No, it is not. Pumpkin cookies come in October when it's fall." And then I always made it for all the holidays, Halloween, lots of times. I usually started making them about in October because everybody loved them. And then Spencer came along. And then Spencer started school. And Spencer loved pumpkin cookies. "Grandma, I don't want cupcakes. I want your pumpkin cookies." So I started bringing in pumpkin cookies. That was preschool. Then it was 1st grade. Well, then you had to take some for the office, and you had to take some for the teacher. and a whole big thing for the kids. And then Spencer went to first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Then he went to junior high. And I still took cookies back to the grade school, to the 3 teachers that loved him so much, and then to the secretaries, who they couldn't wait for him. And I did that all through high school. When I first started making them, I made them smaller. Then everybody kept saying, can you make them bigger? My girlfriend wanted me to make one that would be like a big cookie. I said, I wouldn't have any idea how long you baked it. So you just start. Now that's about the size I make them. And they make pretty big sizes, don't they, honey? I almost forgot. I was at the Harrison Rally Day, and I was standing there waiting for Andrea, and somebody comes up and taps me on the shoulder, and I turn around, and she says, when are you going to bring us some pumpkin cookies? Come on, my grandson's gone. I figured when he went to college, honey, I don't have to do it anymore. Cookies are done. We'll have to count and see how many we get. Well, we have 2 dozen in there. And there's 2 dozen, 2 dozen, 3 dozen, 4 dozen, 5 dozen. My girlfriend at Penna, very dear friend, I would give her pumpkin cookies. And every time she took them home, her husband says, can she make them a little bigger? Can she make them a little bigger? I says, Suzanne, I'll give you the recipe. But her son was stationed in Japan. And she'd send him my pumpkin cookies. I don't know how she sent them, because anytime I sent them, they didn't send very well. When everybody that I've ever given them to just keeps saying, can you make more? Can you make more? Someday I won't be able to. That's why I make my pumpkin cookies. Because my family enjoys them. And they want me to make them. And so that gives me pleasure of doing it for them. That's why I make my pumpkin cookies. So now you've seen me do everything. Now you can do the frosting, and I'll do the dishes. Here, you taste one with the frosting on. You have been waiting forever.
I mean, come on. It's a freaking pumpkin cookie.
What, honey?
I said it's a pumpkin cookie. They're grandma's pumpkin cookies. Nothing's better.
I'm in seventh heaven.